Alright, hello everyone, Drevis here. So for a little self-update, this should be my last Yoshi video, except for maybe Xandar. I think I want to do Xandar too, just help him out since he also lives in the mountains and plays Yoshi. So maybe for his sake, if he would like, I might ask him and we'll see. If he doesn't care much, then whatever, but if you would like a VOD review, whether it's learning from him, or I'll probably do kind of a mix. I'll probably give him advice and be like, oh, that's a neat idea. Um, but I'll probably just ask him personally about it. But I think my Yoshi journey is officially about to be over. I'm going back to practicing Diddy full time. I might take Lucina more seriously as a secondary or Cloud seriously as a secondary in the future, I think. But maybe not yet. But then outside of that, I'm going to be practicing full Diddy. I think I realized how much practicing Yoshi on the side is like kind of hindering my ability to improve with my main character. So I think it's important that I maybe call it quits. I think maybe I'll try another challenge like this. I'll probably do Pokemon Trainer like I promised. Whenever I get to a point where I'm satisfied with my skill level, where I'm like, okay, I think I've improved a lot. I could take a break from taking the game super seriously, but I feel like I need to like catch up to so many things. Right now we're watching Chococroc versus Anarchy. This one is going to be a little bit weird because I did VOD review this before, actually. I did VOD review this already. However, I VOD reviewed it before I did all this Yoshi study. So let's see if my advanced knowledge is able to decipher anything I wasn't able to decipher before. Starts out with a the pivot grab right at start. That makes sense. I can see Greninja pivot grab being a strong option against Yoshi in general. So that's smart for Anarchy to basically go for that right off the bat. Spot dodge. The F-tail catches him off guard right after. Chococroc reads like some kind of landing option with the B-reverse egg lay, and that makes sense, but double jump beats it. But the thing is about the double jump is that Chococroc's still in position where he can cover the landing. He goes for a down air. I definitely don't know if I agree with that. That's definitely a very unique, but it does cover, like, the rising can cover a delayed air dodge, so if Greninja did nothing or tried to air dodge at the last second or something, if he could still land. So it does cover a lot, but I don't know how consistent it is generally, and it didn't work here. But it seems fine. It's a double jump out of shield. He goes for the spot dodge afterwards. That can work, but I'd be a little careful. I don't know if that's Yoshi's best option after shield pressure option. He makes a little overshoot read, but does not swing fast enough. Greninja's forward is going to stuff it out, but nice wave land onto the platform. Anarchy definitely wasn't expecting that, but does the back air. I will say Chococroc does have a habit of doing. He's very telegraphed on platforms. He's honestly more telegraphed on platforms than he is generally in neutral. So Anarchy called out that back air. Combos into up air. Tech chase. Up air. Up air. Alright. Forward air, which would have caught Greninja trying to edge guard. Stall egg. Greninja. Ooh. That was tricky. So Greninja feints. If it double jumps back on, basically that positioning, he kind of faked that there was an opening to double jump back on, and Chococroc took it. My only real advice is I feel like sometimes you should just prioritize getting to ledge. Like you could have air dodged up in this position, or done the ground pound thing, or maybe just double jumped really low, like, or even double jumped high, but then ground pounded to ledge. But I think he was definitely baiting you to double jump to ledge in this way, and you get hit for it, and now you're off stage without a double jump. Here. So it's kind of weird. He's definitely reacting, and since he was reacting, hypothetically, a forwarder actually would have worked. You could have forwarded him for trying to do that. Whoa, I really fucked up. Hang on, if I can get back to it quickly. God damn it. I don't even know what I pressed to do that. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. But the double jump gets baited. Honestly, I learned from that. I might even try to replicate that against him. Greninja could definitely do it better, though, just because his jump is so deceptively high. Here, there's a few things. So one, you can maybe just... if you know he's going to just position to play around egg and then back air, you can just forward air. Because he's in full reaction mode, and I don't think if you just drift off forward air, it wouldn't be reactable, at least not easily. You could also up B, but kind of like fade back, and then try to recover horizontally. Greninja won't have as much time to edge guard you. Or you could stall and then do some kind of air dodge mix-up or up B a little closer. That might work out better for you than this like really high. Like out of all the options you had, this might have been the easiest one to cover. But you're still okay. You tried the air dodge. I think I said this before, and I think I said this the last time I VOD reviewed this. But I think an air dodge up is low-key a surprisingly good mix-up, or you could drift longer, because he's doing these back airs on reaction, right? Like, you honestly could have even done that same forward air I was talking about there. Now, if they were edge guarding you preemptively, that's different, but so far, Greninja's basically, like, in full reaction mode. And yeah, that was just... I think the further away you were, the easier it was. I might try doing more forward airs to cover. I think I always try to do it with back air. But forward air is a bit stuffier and lingers longer. I wonder if that would be easier for Diddy. I'll theory craft that. Alright, lost the stock early. Okay, what out here? Definitely gotta be more patient. I think you're trying to rush neutral a little too much. I think you're trying to overshoot. Getting tech chased. Not much I can say there. Ooh, I like the idea. But I do find that there's like some commitment cost to using Egglay like that. It's weird because it is a really strong option. I just don't know if it made sense for both of your positions. Because you initiated it kind of when he wasn't on the ground anymore. You get punished for it. Ooh, don't air... I also don't recommend air dodging in like that too often either. Funny enough, air dodging onto the platform would have worked. You could have done a diagonal air dodge up to the platform and that would have been better. Ooh, you read a dash back. I mean, fair enough. He was making a neutral get up shield read. But you were like, oh, he's going to back up. I'm not too mad at it, honestly. F tilt to cover yourself. I like the jump back. Egg lay, beautiful. The counter was deceptively long. I try not to be honest with you, I don't know if being that aggressive on egg lay is super good for Yoshi. I feel like you just want a position to cover how they get out after. Down air ended up working out, combos into up air. Ooh, interesting. You like flubbed something there. You kind of just went back down for free. But maybe you misinputted. You shield. Ooh, you must playing a little nervous right now. Go for the snare. He goes for the pivot grab, you spot dodge. But you kind of buffer it. Try going for the back air. I would have maybe faded it back a little bit. That way you would have protected yourself with stage control a bit more. You keep assuming that he's going to come at you right away. But he's like basically assuming the opposite. He's assuming that you're going to come at him after whipping these options. This time you try you approaching, but he intercepts you. Combos that into forward air. He makes some kind of like up B or double jump or something read. That catches what you do after. That breaks your jump armor. But you get the egg. Ooh. You kind of make the right option. You try overshooting, and honestly, you kind of made the right read. But sometimes you just want to like. I think a lot of it is like patience so far. This is definitely the game he played the worst in though, because I did watch this set. He won game 1 and did well in most of the games except for this game. So don't use this game as a decider on him or anything. Uh-oh. If you're gonna do the up tilt, I think you should do it a bit more like at roll distance from ledge, because you lost a lot of stage control here, and I don't think you can counteract Greninja that way easily. You can hit him on the way down, but you're not going to hit him on the way up, and he's in the air for a decent amount of time. So that's a free forward air for him. Like you're able to double jump out. I don't know why you drift back into him when you're... I think you're maybe expecting him to run full distance under to... Because he's like, oh, if Greninja thinks I'm going to go full distance to the left, he's going to follow me. So that's actually going to give me room to drift back in. And that's a smart idea if that's what you're thinking. I don't know what was going through your head, though. Oh, get a punish here? Ah. It's okay. That was a weird situation. Understandable. That's good to do in the corner. I'd like the jump. Get the egg lay. Beautiful. You get the punish. Suddenly the game's not as undoable. You try something similar. I don't know if you meant to go off stage with it. Uh-oh. That did hit your double jump, though. You gotta be careful with that. What was the first thing? Yeah, I feel like you could just drift in egg, especially the way he's edge guarding. I feel like he's literally just drifting and reacting. Like, he's not even doing anything until you press something. I think the first time I VOD reviewed this, I definitely noted some mix-ups you could do, but I don't think I like quite caught that he was only doing things on reaction. I think here he's a bit more preemptive because he thought he had to be. Oh, okay, you're okay. That was a lot of percent though. Good grab. Ooh, I don't know about the down air. Well, it kind of worked out. That hits. I feel like maybe a forward air, like drop off and the double jump forward air back onto ledge might be a little bit better, but I could be wrong. Good parry. F tilt. Tries getting the nair, but sent a little too far. I think because you had rage, it didn't work. That was a good waveline to the platform. The multi cut him off guard. You're doing way better now. It's just you had such a massive, he had such a massive lead that might be too late. Ooh, the shuriken got you off guard. Keep in mind, that is a common Greninja mix-up, is just using a shuriken to basically stall the landing. Grab might be a little bit more committal with that in mind. I didn't even know that commented a forward like that. Ooh, yeah. I think you just need to be more... When you have a jump, you need to be more passive. And when you don't have a jump, you need to be more aggressive. It's like, I know that's weird. I would have drifted. That was a weird game. A lot of it was literally just disadvantage. Like, it was just the edge guarding. Yeah, when you have a jump, I would be more defensive. Because he knows to respect you when you have your double jump. But when you don't have your double jump, you don't need to be respected anymore. But that's when you abuse the fact that they're not respecting you. Like, he's just waiting outside of your burst bubble, waiting to double jump back or avoid or whatever on reaction to an air dodge or egg. That's the easiest, like you can low-key forward air, or you could do something else. The other option is basically you just drift past his reaction window and then up your air dodge or whatever. But that's what most of that was. It's just a little hard, so I will be honest. As someone who plays Chococroc once a week, some of the stuff he's already improved on. He's done that forwarder on me. It's not even because he did that because that I said it, but he Yeah, he's already doing that forward air I talked about, and he's being more patient. I also think he played like shit this game. So there's probably a few more things. I think the main thing I notice is there's a few things that top level Yoshis do that I don't always see him do. I think I see some specific platform extension combos that Yoshidora does that Chococroc doesn't do. Um, Here's a few bad shield or egg lay habits he has. He is a little too telegraphed onto the platform, or when he is on the platform. Like he's always gonna run off or drop through aerial in the same way every time if you're at a specific position. And sometimes he is a little impatient, like he with certain disadvantage things. I also see Yoshidora do like drift under ledge and air dodge up a lot, and I don't see Chococroc do that enough. And he can maybe throw out a tomahawk tilt or jab a bit more sometimes. But besides that, I feel like my respect for him grows every day to the point where I think I'm starting to over respect him in bracket. Uh, but yeah, there's not really a good Chococroc set to review, to be honest, because to be real, he's improved drastically since the last stream set he's had. So there's not really a good set to VOD review. Every set I VOD review would be outdated. But hopefully this is still moderately helpful. Maybe not my craziest VOD review, but it is I finally get all the episodes for all the NC Yoshis out. I might do a bonus one for Xandar, but after that, I'm going to be VOD reviewing more top level sets that are just generally learning, and I'm going to be VOD reviewing more Diddy sets, which will probably be a lot more insightful because I know a lot more about those characters. But I hope you all have a wonderful day.